What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of TheLead Houston, where it's all Houston all the time. Today, we are talking some more Houston Texans and what I thought was going to be a short. And the more I was talking on the short that I was recording, the more I kept talking about Michigan guard LaDarius Henderson. Who would have thought I'd be here right now doing a full video on LaDarius Henderson? I'll tell you one person who would have thought of that. That man's name is Corey Barrett. You can follow him on Twitter. He is the one that has led the belief that LaDarius, I don't even think it's a belief. I believe he is now dropped into it as a well-known opinion and a well-known fact that he believes LaDarius Henderson is going to be the next guard for the Houston Texans. At first, when I saw this opinion, I thought, hey, everybody has one of their players. Everybody does. I liked Roy Lopez. I really wanted Roy Lopez to work. Maybe it was more because of the race thing with me, being Hispanic, him being Hispanic, and the nationality there. I really wanted him to succeed. And shout out to him. He's with the Detroit Lions now. So still got an NFL career, and that's a good thing for him. So I thought this might have blown over for a little while, but this is a legitimate video on LaDarius Henderson because it is not once but twice he has been dropped in the same week, basically, from Nick Caserio's mouth. We can go all the way back to April 30th on the Kay Adams show. Kay Adams was flooded by Texans Twitter asking her about a LaDarius Henderson update so she can ask that question to Nick Caserio. And Nick famously answered, he's been working his ass off. And that was a great thing to hear about LaDarius Henderson. Again, LaDarius Henderson's a 7th-round pick from Michigan. He first played at Arizona State, 29 games at left guard for Arizona State. He started Arizona State as a true freshman, 17 years old. And then his senior year, his final year of college, he went ahead and transferred to Michigan and played left tackle, showcasing the versatility. First team all Big Ten, by the way. LaDarius Henderson, a part of that national championship team. And damn it, he did a great job at Michigan and has some good tape at Arizona State. He's known for his size and his run blocking ability. LaDarius Henderson is still a young guy, and despite some foot injuries that he dealt with these previous years, he is fully healthy, and not just on the Kay Adams show, but we saw him locally on Sports Radio 610. Nick Caserio was on with Sean Pendergast and Seth Payne in the morning, and they asked him about their made-up reward, about who has got the best transformative body of the offseason, who's really been doing their work, cutting their weight in the offseason and showing out, and jokingly answered D'Amico Ryans was Nick Caserio. They wanted it to be Blake Fisher, which Nick Caserio gave a few word answer for Blake Fisher, saying that he's doing good, but immediately pivoted to LaDarius Henderson, talked about his high work ethic, talked about his great attitude. Despite the foot injuries, he still continued to work his ass off. A guy that has lost 15 pounds of body weight, putting it back into strength, and he is very much impressed by LaDarius Henderson. Now, is this more of the Jacoby Francis being a guy that was a high workout guy, or Garrett Wallow being a high workout guy as well? I don't think so. I really don't. I feel like there's a little more breadcrumbs here that is leading me to the trail that LaDarius Henderson, who, when we talk about this offensive line competition, I myself continue to forget his name. Ruben and me have been talking about the O-line competition, and unfortunately have been continuing to forget the name LaDarius Henderson, but by God, the man has had Nick Caserio said his name twice, once locally, once nationally, and he has talked about him glowingly. Very high thoughts of LaDarius Henderson. And look, if you want to gloss over him transforming his body, then go ahead. But it's a positive statement. We're not gonna, you fans would be reacting differently if he said, "Yeah, I don't know. I saw LaDarius Henderson. He's over there eating a honey bun, gained 50 pounds. His fat ass didn't work out after the foot injuries." You'd be mad as a Houston fan. You'd be like, "Damn it, man." Just the odd percentages of a seventh round pick working out is extremely rare. So to see that LaDarius Henderson has a high work ethic, has great attitude, and is being spoken of glowingly by your GM, the GM that drafted him in the seventh round, Nick Caserio, means to me that, hey, this guy is going to be in direct competition, obviously, with the rest of the offensive line group, but it's maybe more of he might have a legit chance considering the interior offensive line is a position we didn't address in the NFL draft. There we go, LaDarius Henderson. If he turns out to be something special, my goodness, there's going to be an "I told you so" from Mr. Corey Barrett, and it is going to be a fun one. I cannot wait for that to happen, but I'm right there with Barrett. I am now rooting for LaDarius Henderson to work out in for two purposes. One, for him to say "then I told you so," and hey, I am more happy to be wrong. I'm always wrong. It's okay to be wrong. Admittedly, I am more wrong than I will ever be right. But LaDarius Henderson, the second point here is I hope he turns out to be great because, damn it, the Texans could really use a seventh round pick, but specifically a guard to work out for you that you didn't even have in your plans probably going into this year, and turns out to be a capable starter for you. I don't need him to be all pro. I just need him to be a capable starter that can go in there, do his job, and be no different than when the Texans got a Mike Brazel, a Wade Smith, two guys that weren't very known, but ended up being Pro Bowlers for the Houston Texans. I'm not saying Henderson's going to turn out that way, but damn it, I love everything that Nick Caserio has been speaking about Henderson, and I can't wait to see the competition battle and see where he falls in between it. As always, guys, go Astros, go Rockets, go Texans. You have a blessed day.